Congress APC has agreed to alternate offices between the North and the South in the forthcoming dispensation. This was disclosed on Tuesday by the Progressive Governors Forum (PGF) after the meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa in FCT Abuja. He, however, admitted there were disagreements over time for the party's national convention. Now, speaking on the outcome of the meeting, the governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, revealed that agreements had been reached on the zoning formula. Explaining the newly agreed agreement with regards to sharing positions in the party, El-Rufai said all offices that were occupied by Northerners in the last 8 years will go to the South and vice versa under the new arrangement. In quotes, we have agreed a zoning formula for all the 6 geopolitical zones, especially the northern zone will have positions and the south had, rather the northern zone will have positions the south had in the last 8 years and vice versa. End of quote. And of course, joining us right here, we still have with us Dr. Dayo Kayode. Dr. Dayo, with a statement from the governor of Kaduna State, it's more like they're alternating it vice versa thing. And now looking at firstly, what do you have to say about the alternating? Now, is it, for me, what I'll ask is it a thing of what the party wants, or who is really competent to fit the positions? Because if the South, like you said, the chairmanship goes to the North and the South gets presidency, what if there's someone who is competent enough for presidency that is not in that geopolitical zone? So it's about what the party wants or what is actually applicable.
And honestly, you have answered the question.
No, I don't want to answer the question. I want to hear your thoughts.
You have already answered it. Because the issue is, for me, I am not somebody that strongly believes in the so-called federal character. No. Rather, I believe in capacity, character, and compassion.
The triple C.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Who and who? I don't mind whether it's an Hausa or Igbo or Ishekiri, in as much as Nigeria will remain as a single, indivisible entity that will be recognized as an independent nation all over the world, as well as growing economically, with a view of putting bread and butter on tables of Nigerians. I don't mind.
All right, back to the...
But the issue is, if you're now saying you are bringing it to the South or to the North, how about if the best person is where you have already carved out that is not capable, or that the zoning is not favoring?
Okay,
while
I understand your perspective about the fact that you would rather it's by merit and not just federal character, we know the nation we are in, we know how divided the nation is, and we also know that over the course of this particular administration, starting from 2015, there have been accusations about the fact that the federal government is, what's the word now? There's a particular word we've been using now, that all of his appointments, or a good number of his appointments, favor the northern people, and people are talking about nepotism. That's the word. Now, that is there, and we see all of these things already happening in Nigeria. Don't you think that this is just a way of ensuring that we appease people who are probably not happy with the status quo?
Let me tell you this. The politicians over the years, they find a way of dividing the people one way or the other through religion, ethnicity, and probably where you come from and all that. Of recent again, they have now added age. Okay, they have added again age. And between you and me, politicians, leaders, what they are always doing is looking for a way to divide us so that all of the time they be able to be ruling us without us having a say in it. Are you with me? Now, if the so-called office holders are from the north, are they performing? That's the question. Are they performing? If, as you are now, you are from the north, let's say you are from the north and I'm from the south. If development is going on in your area and development is also going on in my area, what concerns me where you are from? It doesn't concern me. But then, when you look at what has been happening in the past, let's say about 20-something years of this democracy, go and check out where the president comes from, and then go and check out the kind of development that we have there. Don't let me mention names now. Don't let me mention names. Development ever since this democracy started have been favoring the north, either you like it or not. The development has been favoring there. Whether it's the southerner that is there or it's the northerner that is there.
And why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah.
It is them you will ask. They know why. They know why.
I think you have 2 cents on why that is.
You see, there are some things that when you say them, they be, okay, let me give you this instance. Assuming a southerner being the president, and he will be planning to go for second term. We know the population of the north, and we know their strength. We know how sagacious they are in the north. You want second term now, definitely you take development there. You want their favor now, definitely you take development there. You want to remain in office where you are, definitely you take development there. And that's why I said it on one program. I said the South, we are just being sophisticated politically. But when it comes to political sagacity, you give it to the north, either you like it or not.
All right, away from the zoning issue, which I think we know where you belong, let's look at the consensus. I mean, that it feels like the feeler now is that we might be having a consensus candidate from APC. Going by what even Okorocha said, saying that the founding fathers from the various blocks should be given opportunities to make recommendations. What's your reaction to that?
Before now, we have been hearing APC talking about zoning and consensus. Before now, they have been agreeing on consensus brought in Babakande. Consensus brought in Oyegun. Consensus brought in Oshiomole. Okay? And then this one too, it's still... But the issue with APC is this. And Nigerians should learn a big lesson from this. What brought APC in was nothing other than rikishi.
What does that mean?
I will tell you. In Yoruba, they call it rikishi. That is when some people decide to come together just for one purpose: drive away Jonathan. Anybody, just bring anybody. I don't like you, but because of her, let us come together now. And that is why when APC was being formed, they did not look at, okay, as we are coming together, if we're able to drive this guy away, put somebody there, how do we give people dividends of democracy? And that's why it took APC at their first term more than 6, 7, 8 months to form government. And that's why they couldn't control the National Assembly, because all those things were not put together. And that's why till today, APC is still not up to, we're not able to get themselves together, because APC was not formed on any basis of philosophy. Do you understand? No, they were not on any basis of philosophy, unlike the parties of those days. That they know, okay, this is our philosophy, and this is how we go about it. They already have their action plans, they already have their process, and they already have their procedures. And again, they have also put into their mechanism, how they can go back and review what they have put on ground based on contemporary and developing situations.
And does that bring to life?
And unfortunately,